And welcome back. Before we get to our next guest, I want to talk to you about text messaging. Now, as we know, text messaging has become an important, fast, and easy way to communicate, and now the city's police department hopes it's so easy people will use it to send the department crime tips. Rodolfo Roman has that story and others on City News.
Thanks, Belkis. You know, with technology leading our daily lives, the Coral Gables Police Department is giving you an opportunity to join the crime fighting team. And all you need is your smartphone and learn how to send a text message. Coral Gables is setting the standard when it comes to technology. The city is the first in Miami-Dade County to offer mobile phone users the ability to report anonymous crime fighting tips to police. The service is called TipSoft. It allows citizens to send tips online or by sending a text message to crimes or 274637 with the keyword Gables from your mobile phone. There's also an app for iPhone and Android mobile phone users. Residents are encouraged to use the service. Visit www.tipsoft.com to read instructions on the latest crime fighting machine. One of the most notable television networks will call Coral Gables home. HBO Latin America Group has become the city's largest tenant to date at 396 Alhambra Circle. The 273,000 square foot building with 2 towers is located in the heart of the city beautiful's downtown. The company signed a lease to occupy about 24% of the building, including 3 floors. HBO Latino will occupy the building later this year. For Coral Gables Now, Rodolfo Roman. Back to you, Belkis.
All right, thanks, Rodolfo. Now, the city's Green Task Force is hard at work organizing EarthFest, an event that promotes environmental sustainability. Now, joining us to tell us a little bit more about the event is Carlos Ruiz de Quevedo, a member of the city's Green Task Force. He's actually the chairperson. Thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you for having me, Belkis.
So, tell me a little bit about what EarthFest is. This is the first in the city, right?
Actually, we had a small one last year with at Publix.
Okay.
And but we wanted to have a major community event that would really get people into understanding what living sustainably means. We have a goal to make our city more sustainable. And so this is just one step. So we're going to have all kinds of different vendors and different groups that deal with sustainability. Everything from, we're going to have some electric cars, some of them that are going to be really cool, like some of the fastest electric cars, and some of the simple cars. We're going to have from NEVs to, high-speed, Tesla. I think we're going to try to get them to bring one of their cars here. And so it's going to be fun, and we're also going to be able to tell people things that they can do in their home to make it more energy efficient and operating much greener.
So basically, we're going to have a mix of products,
Correct.
But also educational component, because it is very important to show people exactly why they should get these products or why they should invest.
Exactly, and not only that, but there's going to be programs for everyone from the children on up. So we're going to have, and we're also going to have some music, and there's going to be a lot of interesting things dealing with sustainability.
So this last year was a very small scale because the Green Task Force had just started, so it was outside of Publix, very small scale. However, this is more of a signature. It's an event.
It is an event
outside of City Hall.
It's going to be outside of City Hall. We're going to be closing both Biltmore Way and Andalusia.
So more or less like the farmers market, right? That area?
It's like the farmers market,
Okay.
pretty much. And actually, that was what we were modeling at. The only thing that we're trying to do is farmers market doesn't close Andalusia, so we're going to close Andalusia. And on that side, we're going to go and have everything that deals with transportation.
Okay.
So we're going to go and have some of the hybrids, neighborhood electric vehicles, plug-in hybrids. We're also going to try to get public transportation, bicycle groups, Deco Bike, who the city is working with in trying to establish a bike share program. We're trying to get Hertz on Demand to be here. We're also talking with the people that provide or install the charging stations for electric cars as we are shifting in 2012. Electric cars are coming out. And so, yes, we're trying to get all this out to the community so that they can see what is out there.
So this event it is the product of the Green Task Force. You guys are working to get it done. Why did you decide to take such a big project on?
Well, I think that it was the thing that we needed to have something that will get people's attention so that they start focusing on living more sustainably. I think that it's going to become a major issue. In my case, I have a personal interest, and the reason why I'm really in the Green Task Force. I have a son in the military, and therefore, and he's already been in the Middle East once. My whole focus is that I know for a fact that we have the technology and the ability to pretty much wean ourselves out of oil, and so that my son doesn't have to go abroad. And so that's where my passion comes. And so we want to see that the people learn, because most people do not understand what is green. You know, the term has been, you know, made somewhat like Christmas into a commercial thing.
Yeah.
So
now, what else? You know, there's a connection between EarthFest and Sustainatopia. Can you tell us a little bit about what Sustainatopia is?
Well, Sustainatopia is acting as our event planner and organizer. Sustainatopia is the largest event in the world celebrating financial, social, and environmental sustainability. They're going to be bringing close to 15,000 people to their events, and that is going to feed into our event on the 22nd. So they're, you know, since the task force, we're appointed volunteers. We don't have the time to do something like this. So there are some key members in the task force that are going to be working with Sustainatopia to make this happen.
So Sustainatopia has an event that's going to be happening that weekend where we're going to have EarthFest, which is April 22nd.
Actually, Sustainatopia is going to have a series of events that go from the 19th through the 25th.
Okay.
And they're going to be all throughout the community.
Okay.
And Gables EarthFest is one of the events. Okay. And if you go to their website, you'll see all the events according to day. So if you go to Sustainatopia, you'll see there, you know, Gables EarthFest on the 22nd. So this is one of the events, and they're all that whole week, because what we're doing is this is celebrating Earth Day, okay, which is a worldwide event.
Exactly. Now, this is a relatively new board, the Green Task Force for the city. Anything else you guys are working on that you want to tell us about? Any other projects in the works?
Well, actually, our primary role is that of studying ways for the city to become more sustainably and to make recommendations to the commission that then they may be able to turn, and to the city manager, that they may be able to turn into policies or procedures. So some of the things that we have had is different department heads come and speak to the task force, so that we find out and learn from them as to how they do certain things. At the same time, we're trying to make recommendations as to how things, you know, can be made much more efficient. You know, sustainability is actually about saving, and especially at a time when the city needs money, we're looking how to save money for the city. So we're looking, like, let's say, how can we improve our fleet of vehicles so that they become much more cost effective. You know, we're making recommendations regarding lighting in the city so that we can use less electricity in lighting our city. We're also making recommendations on how, you know, we can improve, let's say, the trolley service, so that, you know, with all the condominiums that we have, you know, maybe we should expand that service so that more people use that service. You know, how do we go and improve the ability for people to get around with bicycles, pedestrians, etc. So it's just all kinds of recommendations that we're making through the administration.
And what's nice about it is that not only are you making these recommendations for improvements internally, but then you're having an EarthFest, which is something that's a community outreach program.
Exactly.
Where you get out to the community as well.
Exactly. Exactly.
Well, thank you so much, Carlos. I really appreciate you coming and giving us more information. EarthFest takes place on Sunday, April 22nd from noon to 5 p.m., and that's in front of City Hall, and that's 405 Biltmore Way. And if you want more information, you can visit www.sustainatopia.com. And then you can go to you can click on the 2012 events schedule link, and there you'll find a list of all the events that are taking place in conjunction with Sustainatopia, including EarthFest. EarthFest does have a Facebook page as well. You can just search Gables EarthFest. And still to come on Coral Gables Now, the University of Miami is holding an underwater photo contest. We'll have pictures from last year and information on how you can enter. You're watching Coral Gables Now.